There are some things a little girl should never have to understand. Some nights she should never have to survive. But God, you kept the girl in me alive. She learned too young how to read a room, listen for footsteps coming down the hall, knew from the silence when trouble was coming, made herself small so nobody would call. She carried secrets that were never hers, wore grown-up pain in a little girl's world. Everybody said she's strong, she'll be alright, but nobody asked why she couldn't sleep at night. Mama had problems she couldn't explain. Daddy left questions attached to his name. So she learned how to survive without asking for much, and grew into a woman afraid to trust. And every time somebody said, "I love you," she waited for the love to change. 'Cause when you've known hurt before, you've known safety. Sometimes tenderness feels strange, but the girl in me survived. Through every door that closed, somehow she stayed alive. Through every tear she learned to hide. God was holding her when nobody knew she cried. Look at me now, I am more than what happened back then. I'm not that frightened little girl waiting for the hurting to begin. I didn't come this far because the road was kind. Grace kept calling my name until I finally realized the girl in me survived. Then she fell in love with a familiar kind of pain. Different face, but somehow it felt the same. He knew all the right words, knew just what to say, and she confused being needed with being saved. She kept forgiving what kept breaking her heart, thinking real love meant you don't fall apart. Covered every bruise that nobody could see, while slowly disappearing from the woman she dreamed she'd be. Then one Sunday morning, she sat in the back, no makeup, dark glasses, pursing her lap. The preacher said, "Daughter, God hasn't forgotten your name." And something inside her broke, but this time it broke the chains. 'Cause the girl in me survived. Through every door that closed, somehow she stayed alive. Through every tear she learned to hide. God was holding her when nobody knew she cried. Look at me now, I am more than what happened back then. I'm not that frightened little girl waiting for the hurting to begin. I didn't come this far because the road was kind. Grace kept calling my name until I finally realized the girl in me survived. I went home that night, looked into the mirror, and saw her. Not the woman everybody calls strong, not the woman who knew how to keep everybody else together. I saw her, that little girl who had been waiting all these years for somebody to finally protect her. So I told her, "You don't have to hide anymore. You don't have to earn love. You don't have to earn love anymore. You don't have to keep the peace at the expense of your own. What happened wasn't your identity. What they did couldn't cancel destiny. And every place where shame wrote its name, Jesus is rewriting with grace." more than surviving. I'm healing, keep healing, girl. I'm growing, keep growing, girl. I'm living, live, girl, live. The child was wounded, but she survived. The woman was broken, but she got back up. My past has a chapter, but it doesn't have the pen. Jesus has my story now. Sometimes I still hear that little girl inside me, but she isn't crying for somebody to save her anymore. Now when she speaks, she reminds me we made it, and by the grace of God, we're still here.